My people, I'm back once again on this beautiful day. And man, I've been in my thoughts for sure. And at the same time, I'm dealing with myself, right? Just like any other human dealing with yourself. But I've been having the urge to try to tap into a higher source, which is, I mean, I feel like it's outside of me, but I know that it's not outside of me. I guess that I'm trying to look outward instead of inward, and I know this. But I guess what I'm getting at is if, let's say, I could talk to Alan Watts right now, right? I mean, what would that do for clearance, to get some insight? Like, what would that do? Because I know the answers to all the questions that I'm asking, but I don't feel like they're valid answers. And why is that? Why is my word not valid enough? It's bothering me. It's bothering me because I'm reaching out. I'm reaching out to people for what reason? Maybe for agreement. Maybe I need someone to agree with me, or maybe I need someone to disagree with me. Either way. And right now I'm not really getting either. It's kind of just me and my thoughts. I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm looking for a higher source outside of myself, which sounds totally absurd, but I don't even know. I don't even know how to proceed. Because everything that I want to say, I've already said it in my mind, and I can't translate it word for word to you guys because it's already been said in my head and it's already stored in the Akashic records. So I guess I'm just trying to dig out what I've already thought about, and it's not gonna go smooth because I didn't record it onto this platform. It's recorded onto another platform, but we have no access to it. You know, we haven't created that portal. We've created this portal, access to this information, but this information is only a fraction of what we actually really know. And I know this. I need someone at a higher vibration than me. I need someone who's willing to answer questions. I just need someone who is a fucking alien like me, man. I mean, I feel so alienated from society. I step outside and I recognize everything. I understand it's my own creation, but there's more than this. There's more than this. And I know that we're trapped. And I don't think we're fighting hard enough to get out of that trap. So we're going to continue to stay trapped. I don't want to stay trapped, but I don't have all of the answers. Maybe I do, maybe I don't, but I'm trying to unfold through the psyche of other humans. You know, everyone is a reflection of you, and everything around you is a reflection of you. And knowing that I haven't been operating to my highest potential, it's really taking a toll on me right now, because I know that I'm out there somewhere with higher minds. And I guess I'm just trying to get into contact with that higher self, you know? Trying to break out of this low frequency. I guess that's all this is. Just me trying to break out of this lower self. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. It's like trying to keep up with yourself is one of the it's probably the hardest thing in life that you can ever take on. Trying to keep up with yourself. Because there's this constant, never-ending, restless battle or distraction that always takes you off your path. It's constantly blocking you from getting to your destination, from reaching the all. I guess I'm looking for my higher self that does not exist on this plane, because I know that I didn't keep up with myself, you know? I didn't keep up with myself, and now I'm realizing it. And I'm trying to catch up, but I can't, because he's gone. I'm gone. But all I can do is what I can do. What can I do right now to try to better myself? And why the urge to better yourself? Because you know that you're capable of doing more than you're doing. Obviously, I know that. And for me not to operate at that level is destructive. There's definitely a lesson. Don't slip. Don't slip. Know where you're going at all times. Hold on to it. And just go with it. Trust yourself, you know? When you don't trust yourself, you leave it in the hands of others. And that's where you start being manipulated and tampered with. Really trust yourself, you know? If you don't trust yourself, then you'll keep on falling into the hands of others. You are the creator. So it's easy to make and break. You know? You create. I'm just looking for the higher minds. That's all I'm here to do. I'm looking for the higher minds who have went into the darkness and have come back with something, you know? The bodhisattvas, basically. People who are willing to give their information, because everything is information. Everything. So what can we dig out? What can we dig out? What can we expose? What can we make natural again? You know? because we're getting dimmer and dimmer, man. We're closing ourselves in into this filtered out dome, you know, and we're filtering out all the nutrients, and we're filtering out everything that is the sole being of our existence, you know, and we're gonna diminish ourselves into something that's barely even able to communicate or breathe or exist. Again, the law of diminishing intent, you know, everything's just gonna close down on us, and it's hard once that darkness closes in. It's hard to shed that light, you know. It is. This is where I'm at, guys. This is where I'm at. It's a little house in Arizona, man. Oh, I need my people to just help me out here. Help me out here. Help me help you. Because we don't really know where we're going, and that's something that draws a big red flag. You know, we don't even know we don't know our destination, you know? Just kind of flowing with the wind, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's destructive, you know? There's a level of acceptance to destructiveness. I don't know, guys. Higher minds. It's hard. This shit is hard, man. It's hard to proceed. It's like I stand outside and I realize that, well, there's so much to realize. And I can only express a fraction of what I'm realizing, you know? This is tough, man. This is tough. Because there's definitely something out there. There's definitely a meaning behind all this, you know? If they say life is a drama, then everyone's an actor, and there's a backstage, evidently, you know? So there's got to be something behind all this. And why are we not taking initiative of our role? And why are we so conformative, you know? It's as if we're merely puppets in the hands of a puppet master. In a world where we're ran by influences, you know? And it's inevitable. Your influences are everywhere. Like, literally, it's inevitable. I guess just going off your intuition is the key. Get some light in here for you guys. See, I'm getting a little bit of love down this lonely path, and I finally ran into some of you. I'm grateful for that. Definitely grateful. push, I guess pushing the boundaries definitely reveals something in you. And I've been noticing this huge blockage, man. This huge blockade in my everyday being. You know, I wake up and there's just something weighing down on me, and it's hard to really take control, you know? It's really hard to take control. I mean, feeling fatigue, you know, foggy mind, you know, blurry vision, feeling anxious. This is this is this is stuff that I believe we're dealing with universally, you know? But we just go with it. We go with it as if it's natural. And it's not natural. It's all human construct. And we're being so closed in by all these fucking chemtrails, man. We're literally building a dome. And the cosmos are rapidly changing, you know. Our whole human structure is changing, and we're not even aware of it because we can't see anything, you know? We can't see anything that's going on because we're choosing not to. And by the time that we realize it, by the time that we realize something destructive is going on, it's gonna be too late, you know? I mean, I guess there's two sides to this, you know? You can argue about how beautiful life is and how amazing things are. Yeah, I can go to the store right now. I can buy a drink. I could buy some freaking, you know, some destructive food. I could buy some chips. That's not good for me. And people are boastful, you know? They're grateful for that. And yeah, it's nice, whatever. I go to the store and get something. But there's the other side where I guess you can call it the uncomfortable, truthful side, where you realize that there's something bigger than what we're living. There's like a whole nother world behind the stage, you know? I don't even know if I'm making any sense. It's hard to express what you're feeling when everything is moving so rapidly. Alright, I guess I could try to break it down. So, oh, you can't really see. So, see the sky, right? So this is basically us. This right here. This is Earth. We're being domed like this. We're being covered, right? And we're made to think that whatever's going on in this area, we're made to think that whatever's going on here is all that's going on. But we know that we should know that above my hand is where it's really happening, you know? So we basically have a dome over us, and the magic is happening above us. See why knowledge is power, man? Because I really wish I could explain everything that's going on without sounding like a fucking nut. And this shit is intense. It's hard. It's not. It's like trying to grab a fish with your hands. And it's just squirming. It just keeps on moving. Just keeps on fucking moving. You can't get a hold of it. Every now and then you'll touch it. You might get a hold of it, but then it moves again and it leaves your reach, you know? And then if you don't get a good grip on it, then it's back to where you got it from. Just like a thought. I'm trying to get a hold of everything that I'm trying to communicate. And it just keeps bouncing around me. This shit is difficult, man. We're basically in a dome, right? We're in a dome full of distractions, and we're in a dome that obviously is slowing down our progression. But above that dome, there's a whole nother life, which is part of this life. Obviously, it's the whole, but we're slowly cutting down life as we know it. It's like all right, you have a fucking pie, right? You have a whole pie. We're cutting portions of it. So what they're doing is that they're dividing and they're conquering, you know? And we're literally a piece of the whole right now. And we're being devoured, you know? One by one, they get us. This is definitely a work in progress for me, guys. This is what happens when you don't practice. When you don't go for it, you know? You have this fucking urge to really just regurgitate everything, and does not go well when you do that. Definitely does not go well. Just know that you can always be better than you are. Always. I mean, I'm a fucking prime example. I can be a lot better than I am right now. And I know that I am, but I failed to keep up with myself, you know? But failure leads to success as long as you realize what you did wrong, you know? As long as you can capitalize on your mistakes and not repeat it, then you should be fine. But if you stay stuck in the distraction, then that's it. Good luck getting yourself out, you know? But life is disgustingly beautiful and beautifully disgusting. There's a fine line between the two. And they just coexist. They coexist. But I didn't mean to scare my viewers off, man. I scared a couple of you. I scared a couple of you away. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to be the way I was being. I was having a hard time. I was having a hard time trying to control what I was trying to say, and I was all over the place. And I'm probably still all over the place. But it's like trying to tame a beast. You know, it takes a lot of work. Definitely takes a lot of work. So I shall be back with more mellow content. I'll be back with some mellow, structured content. Maybe tonight. I love you all.